Godlike.
Hello, Rebel. Welcome back to it's a metal stream. I know. It's a complete surprise. Metal is actually streaming. It's not a surprise. It's plus. It's more surprising that this is my first one and we're already on Saturday, which is a thing. But hello, welcome all. Thank you, Dranar, already for the sub. That's awesome of you, dude. I can't believe it, man. I appreciate it a ton. I am joined by the wonderful Mr. Luminous Light. Hello, mate.
Hello.
How's it going, bud?
It's going good.
I'm so happy. I get to cast, and I get to cast with Lumi. It's like this is a treat. It's a treat.
Yeah, it's been a long time since that's happened.
But we've got two of both mutual friends of ours as well, which is going to make it an even more interesting, I think, game to cover. Which is why I super wanted to get in on this as well. We've got a Spoony Bard up on screen at the moment with the very black named Dark Elves, Delves, and everything is in black. Because I see the theme you went for here. It's quite a nice looking team though, right?
Yeah, for a season 1 team, it is very well developed. Or is it season 1?
Well, I think it came from. Let's have a look.
No, it's season 2. Excuse me. I can check. Yeah, This is his 4C.
Yeah, 4C he came from. Just checking that myself. He's got doubles on all of his blitzers. So he's grabbed 3 guard on one of them, and then he's got a mighty blow on a strength 4 blitzer as well, and he's got grab. I love the grab pickup. That's really spicy.
Yeah, it's not something you'd see very often on elves because they just don't have strength access on normals.
Yeah, but the grab plus the movement up on the witch, that's a legitimately scary one-turn threat. You don't even need to use your blitz to set up the pushes because you can just grab them into your line. So I like that a lot.
On the perimeter, you can get some surfs too.
Yeah, this is very true. You can't sidestep away on the corners. Doof, thank you for the raid. 30 everyone coming from Doof's channel, welcome on in. Yeah, I appreciate that. I should probably turn the game volume up. But this is a nice team. This is it's kind of up against what used to be a Monster Kislev team. We'll switch over to that one now and see how that's looking. I believe it's less monster than it used to be. It is still incredibly hard to pronounce all of the player names, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's almost 2K TV, but it doesn't have a whole lot of stat freaks.
Yeah, no, it's it used to be a lot scarier than this, but it's taken some serious damage. But then that's what bouncing around up in G-Man 1 will do for you, right?
That's true.
There's a lot of kill up there.
Yeah, that's a far cry from what it used to be. It used to be a lot of elves up there.
It's weird. It goes through phases of there's a ton of kill, there's a ton of elves, then there's a ton of kill, then there's a ton of elves again, and then we're coming back into the kill kind of the feel for G-Man 1. It's phased and it's odd like that. But Yeah, he's still got Schellenbuckle, which has been a nightmare in playoffs for other opponents in the past, but he doesn't have his killer anymore, which I think might hurt him against these Dark Elves somewhat.
Yeah, Durden Koanako is gonna looking to become the killer with the Mighty Blow, but it's still a long ways to go.
Yeah, he's the trainee killer. I mean, I think it's always a long way to go with Kislev though, because you need to invest in that block before you even start on like Mighty Blow and Tackle and piling on, which really sets you back that little bit, I think. Yeah, not having Tackle associated with Mighty Blow anywhere on the team is going to hurt him, I think. I think personally, I favour Spoony Bard in this matchup, but I kind of think he can never really rule Kislev out.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, for sure.
Right, they're starting
now.
now.
Dice, they're going to be able to sack and whatnot.
Did we check the TVs yet? We were looking at 1960.
Yeah, it's 1960 for the Kislev and 1820 for the Dark Elves. So you're going to get about 140k for the Dark Elves in team value difference.
And he had some bank as well, so that's a wizard, right?
Yeah, he has 140k. He could put money in to get a wizard and more if he wanted to.
I'm pretty sure you're just going... I think in round one, knowing you've got so far still to go, the wizard's probably enough. I think, maybe. I mean, he had, like without... If he had a Tackle on his Mighty Blow, maybe I'd consider, like, a Babe or something as well, but I think he's okay with just a wizard.
Yeah, I'd agree. This is just the first round, and I believe we have 6 rounds we need to go through?
Yeah.
So it's a long road to the final.
And anyone who's obviously, if anyone's experienced enough to tell you exactly how long that road is, it is you, of course, being as you've done that in the past.
It was back when it was only 5, though. That was season 5. So it was the 32. We didn't have the 61 that we do now.
That was still hard enough,
pretty
right?
long.
It was still hard enough. I very much. It's a lot of games, and you've got to be good, but I feel like you've got to be somewhat lucky as well. You can't just it requires a bit of luck to win 6 back to back, right?
That is true. Yeah, you can play perfect, and there's still a chance that one game no matter what you do, you just can't make it through.
I've switched over to the spinning Rebel logo, if anyone's wondering, just so you can't see...
The game has started, by the way.
...any other playoff games while I search for this one. I don't want to drop any spoilers in there, that would suck. So there are many games. This is a very busy Saturday for games, I believe. Looked at the calendar and went, there's a lot.
Yeah, I know Chopsu's game that Doof was casting just finished.
Yeah,
Chopsu, Tommy Toothall, yeah. The Wood Elves versus Cats.
That would be the that would be the horse that we got from coming as well, which I super appreciate. A Super Saturday. It is a bit of a Super Saturday, yeah. It's you didn't want to go out to the pub on a Saturday night, did you? No, because you got to sit in and watch Rebel games. Doof is playing Zeta in 2 hours, apparently. Didn't know that.
That should be a good game. He's from my div.
Yeah, and how's Zeta's Chaos doing? They were pretty murderous last time they were in playoffs. Are they more murderous now, or?
I don't think they took a whole lot of attrition this season. I think they're still looking pretty good.
So REBBL haven't followed that old habit of killing their best kind of thing. And...
Yeah, the one game that I had him, he had 2 of his killers MNG, so that's why I don't remember how killy he was, because he wasn't that killy for my game. But I don't think he suffered any perms or any removed killers. I think he has a minus movement, minus AV killer, but aside from that...
there you go. Yeah, Luke with the stats. 10 today and 11 tomorrow. That's a lot. Oh, there's Blitz! The Delves, as is tradition. He did actually go in for the Babe, it's worthy of note. And Spoony also got the +1 Fame. So he's got a Babe, Fame, a Wizard, and a Blitz. I mean, what more could you want, Lumi?
Right, and the Elves can even get under the ball here.
It's all coming up Spoony in the early moments.
there is that diving tackle. I think we see a blitz on that diving tackle. Otherwise, the dodge between the catcher, the Glon, and the Konako would be fairly difficult. Yeah.
It's starting already.
Does Hindus have a thing with unpronounceable names? Or
Yeah,
these must have like German
Bavarian.
names, German origin.
They're Bavarian, I believe. Yeah, so.
Ah, okay. So there's only one player that can really get underneath the ball because Ebony is a minus movement blitzer. It's going to be the plus movement witch Sable.
Do you want to expose your one-turn threat so early? I mean, if you can get it in hand, there's really... Is there any tackle in this? There's one tackle on the other side of the pitch. So maybe it's even worth sending someone up to mark Schellenbuckle and G-Spritz, because he's put both of the tackle together on that one side. And if you put the marks over there, maybe you can control those guys and make it really, really difficult for you to bring down your girl under the ball.
Yeah, the Kislev don't have agility 4. They'd have to do 3+ dodges or leaps in order to get back to the ball if they're marked up.
Crystal Hunter, you're guessing wrong. This is Luminous Light himself, the ex-Super Bowl champion and... Not ex. He's always a Super Bowl champion, I suppose. That's the way we go.
Yeah, I sound like an American, like True Blue or T-Self, so I guess I could see the resemblance.
You sound like an American because, funnily enough, you are, in fact, American.
American.
Who saw that coming? Crystal Hunter as well. I didn't catch your game, Crystal Hunter, but I believe it was a game and a half, and I think it's still too close to the spoiler window, but I heard it was a hell of a match, Crystal. Have you managed to keep up on any of these, on any of the games that have been going on, Bloomy, or have you been...
Yeah, I've been watching a couple of the games. I watched a little bit of the Chop Suit Tommy Tutal game. Trying to remember. There was a lot of Skaven that I remember watching. So many Skaven.
There's a ton of Skaven this season, right? I mean, as a Skaven coach, that must make you happy, though, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But then also being the only winner as Skaven, I kind of want to keep that title.
You're going to guard that jealously, yeah?
Yeah. Misdays managed to protect it for me back in season... was it 10?
11. It was 11 Misdays' win, yeah, I believe. Because we 10. We had Archangel.
Yeah, it was 10. It was 10 because you had
Agrain,
then you had Archangel, and then you had Misdays.
Yeah. He has got the ball in hand after a lot of dodges and GFIs. Didn't knock anyone over with his blitz, but he's got the guard up there as well, which is really nice. Instant pressure on Hindus.
Man, Sable's going down.
But the ball kind of going not where the Kislev want it to here. Away from the majority of the team. Well, it depends on the scar, I suppose, but that's a big KO. That's problematic. Yeah, that bounces. It's pretty rough because he's got to throw a lot of dice to get the save now. Or he's got to fall back a lot. And I think we've seen a lot of this in this playoffs. Every game I seem to watch is the offensive team gets really bogged down in their own half. Like, a lot of times recently. And it's starting to... it's a bit confusing because Fed said the wrong season. Oh, okay, James. Yeah, that makes sense. But it is. There's been a lot of games where the offense has got pinned in very early by the defensive team, and it's made it a real troublesome first half for them.
All right, but Hendy's got one removal so far, so that should help him avoid getting completely bogged down by numbers from the Dark Elves.
Hopefully, but then again, at the same time, for Spoonie, the ball is still very deep, and he's taken a lot of his turns just to clear up these elves on the line now. So I don't know if it could be problematic, because Dark Elves like this very kind of aggressive, getting in close and kind of basing up and fighting kind of strategy, don't they? So they're going to get to play to their advantages here. And I think anyone who's ever played as against Kislev knows how much Kislev don't like being on offense.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're very similar. I play Vamps, and I definitely have the same kind of vibes.
How are the Vamps going? I heard that you may have been dragged into... There was a potential that you were going to get dragged into Challenger Cup, was it?
I was tied for points just outside of Challengers in 2B, but I don't think anyone dropped from the tier 2, so that, and I believe since Rex didn't lose by a large enough margin, he would have gotten a ticket before me in his final game.
He's got the ball secure. It's somewhat safe. I mean, no, now that's going to help. I was thinking it was safe, and then he moved, and I was like, hang on. There's still a world where you can get shots on that, though, right? Unless I'm... No, you can. He's got enough guard that he can fight. He needs a knockdown on a blodge firmer, which is not exactly ideal, but...
Yeah, either that or go around maybe with Vanta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that lineman closes up that gap, though.
Like I said, I think what excites me so much about this game is they're both very, very good coaches. So, yeah, I'd love to, Crystal Hunter. It's just, I've been so very, very busy. It's been an absolute nightmare trying to get anything done.
Yeah, I don't think you go for the ball this turn. I think it's just too difficult right now.
Yeah, I think you probably just keep the pressure up, right? Do you maybe blitz this rogue catcher that's gone... He's only Agi 3, so I don't know if...
Agi 3, but he also has diving catch, so if he throws to him, it's still a 2+.
Yeah, maybe just get some marks up on him and... hope? I don't know. I don't know if this is a bait to try and pull the Dark Elves away from pressure in the mass of the Kislev.
Yeah, and the catcher's not in scoring position. It's just one outside as it currently stands.
On the same side, though, I don't hate going after an AV7 player with Mighty Blow. Especially when it's got guard, right? Like, removing that guard... I mean, the guard's the only reason he's been kept around, because Agi 3 on a catcher sucks.
Yeah, and it's strength 2. Yeah, it's not good.
Is he considering wizarding this turn? Potentially?
No, he moved the lineman, so he thought about it, I imagine. I believe it's because Ebony is in scoring position, but just barely in scoring position.
And you would kind of require... you'd probably have to wizard Shell and Buckle, and then go after the ball with your strength 4, and then hope the scatter's good, I think, because relying on knocking down a blodge firm player is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, for sure.
Does decide to go just after the rookie guard, after the lineman guard, sorry, not rookie guard. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Spoonie is ignoring the catcher downfield.
Not taking the bait, I think, is the... He is kind of exposed and alone. There's not a lot of much that Hindi can do to kind of join up with him. If we kind of see the Dark Elves move into this space.
Yeah, imagine he wants to meet up with his bear and his other 2 linemen. So maybe try to get something. If you have the players, you can try to cut him off there.
Yeah, like wrap around between the 2 halves of the team and kind of create that wall of elves.
Yeah, and if you can get that sort of segmentation, it's a lot easier to pressure the ball because there's going to be less players around it.
Obviously, this is a tactic very familiar to you as a Skaven coach as well, because that's very much like Skaven 101, right? Split the team in 2, and then it doesn't kind of matter that your line rats are terrible because you're taking on only half a team.
Yeah, that's true. So you have the speed generally to do it. There's a lot of teams that can't do that because they don't have the speed to run around and get behind players. But when you have movement 7, it's pretty easy.
You've got a fan in chat. I don't know if you've got the stream open as well, but Crystal Hunter's a big fan.
Yeah, I've actually played a couple. I've played a couple games with Crystal Hunter, so we're well acquainted.
Damn good rat coach. So I assume that's where the fanboyism comes from. Yeah, there's that stand firm being a pain. I think it's okay though. I think you put enough guard in there and you might be alright. You probably want to try and control the one on the ground. Don't know if he'd be worth marking him up just to stop him from kind of hooking up back with the rest of the team. Hey, good aside.
I think what Spoonie is trying to do is I think he's trying to bait Hindi from going down the left side and blitzing the kicker. And the Witch Elf is in a great position to punish any sort of position near the sideline with the Surf.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And like we said, it did put the mark on the catcher, which negates the whole diving catch thing. So he's now on a 3+ to catch in, and there's an intercept threat if they try and pass it off.
Corn Knight, they do not have any leap. The Dark Elves don't have a leaper.
Oh yeah, he's totally here to make, to improve the quality of the cast crystal, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm out of practice as hell at this. I keep going. I'll cast more this season. I'll cast more this season, and then life goes, no, you won't. There's not much I can do with that, really.
Same thing for me most of the time, because most of the times the games are during the week, and I'm only available like 4 hours during that day.
Yeah, I feel that a lot. It's come on, guys, stop. Just give me a break. I'm doing my best. Right. Oh yes, Zinja, metal stream. We know. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, metal streaming. That's my next step is actually getting the podcast back on track. But like, it hasn't just been me. It was also, that's a reroll, and he didn't get what he wanted.
Yeah, he wanted to get him down so that he could start moving down the right side. But now we're probably going to see the sidestep maybe to the right or the upright. Yeah, upright.
Well, fuck. You might be waiting a while, bud. Yeah, Zinj, you're late, man. You can't rock in 25 minutes into a stream and go metal streaming because you're 20 minutes late to the joke. Ooh, bears off on a. That was a very weird slide. Yeah, but that re-roll that hurts a little bit when you get a skull push and you roll with a skull push and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he has to stay in the back now.
That one very well positioned blitzer staying on his feet has really upset Pindus's strategy, I think, though.
That, and I think in order to completely protect the ball, we might have to see the plus agility catcher be in a vulnerable position.
Now that's the target, right? This is the guy that he wants to hit every single time.
Oh, well, the ball's exposed right now.
Oh,
ooh, and double skulls.
Oof. That's how you bring down a blood firm guy. You wait till he skulls. Take note, people.
I don't know if I had Wizard here, but he's got a relatively straightforward 2-die on the ball with Onyx.
Unfortunately, Onyx doesn't have tackle, so maybe Wizard is like...
Yeah, what I thought he would do is move his plus agility catcher in the gap. Well, oh no, we do see the Wizard.
Nice. And, oh, it's a big one. Can you afford to apple that? Can you afford to not apple that?
It's your worst catcher.
This is true.
Well, I guess not worst. There's the minus
he does.
agility, but
very great. I like that. I like that. Oh gosh, that's the easiest ball in the world to recover.
You can recover, but I don't think he needs to blitz the tackle lineman. If he gets the tackle lineman down, then Swindy Bar can just score with 3 2+s. Well, 4 if you count the dodge with the auto reroll.
Yeah, this has gone really bad really fast for Hindi, hasn't it?
The only good thing is that a lot of his players, he has a lot of players blocking the path to the ball, and the Dark Elves are towards the left side of the pitch.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
The other option, I guess, would be to blitz Demax. If you can try to get the plus strength over there, it'd require you to get down the Trommler.
Hear me out though, right? He could, if he can get a blitz on, yeah, as you said, on Demax, he can go up and into the Kislev lines through past the. He's got to go past tackle twice then. But if he can bring Demax down, he can actually score this turn on 4-2 pluses.
Yeah, the other approach is maybe you actually blitz with Onyx, but in order to do that, you need to dodge pitch the dodge lineman on the bear. You have to do a GFI, and then you'd probably want to get a mark on Demax to cancel out the assist. Oh, but maybe he's going to try to. So this is dangerous. He can't throw it. He should not throw this because there's a pass block plus agility.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's aware of that, but.
And it's got very long legs. That's what, like a 2 plus?
He can't throw it. Unless he's throwing it way far away from him.
Can we get a Lumi, he's throwing the game?
He's throwing the game. If he was throwing it, he would be throwing the game potentially right there.
We almost had a vintage Lumi moment then. That would be.
Because the urge would be to throw it backwards, and then maybe you could cage up, but...
He's not getting anywhere with it. There we go. My question kind of becomes, what do you do now? Like, how do you stop him from wrestle, strip, tackle, sacking the ball?
I don't think there's anything he can really do. There is a gap now that he can, like, dodge through and maybe mark up all, like, the tackler, force some dice rolls with getting that blitzer down. That's why he burned the reroll there, to get that position.
Yeah, I quite like that. I also would like to maybe see him try and at least wrestle down this bear to allow Pitch a safer route back round without having to do the dodge from there.
So you'd use the witch to get an assist and then block down the bear with the wrestle?
I think you leave Deglan alone now.
He's way out of the... way away from the play here.
There we go. He is threading his players through as well, so... The problem is, every time he pulls a player away from the left side to commit to trying to block these players on the right, it frees up these players on the left side to become a problem.
That is true. You still got this... just because the blitzer is on the ground doesn't mean he can't just run up and hit Onyx, because he has jump up.
Yeah, they're a lot faster than you think they are, Kislev blitzers. They really can take you by surprise.
No, we're not going to be hitting the bear.
That's fair.
Oh, I don't know if I would have done that, though. I wonder if he was trying to double mark the wrestle lino, or maybe try to block him off. I don't know what he was
thinking. He was trying to double mark him.
Isn't he just going to leap, though?
Yeah, but forcing him to leap is surely better. It's the same, isn't it, really? I don't know. I just you know, Kislev players, especially Hindus, is very leap averse. He'll only do it when he feels like he absolutely has to. Super fed in chat.
He doesn't
Thanks,
have
mate.
to now, at least. I think he can find a way to avoid it. He'd really want to push Vanta, but too bad he's marking the catcher that's strength 2.
Superfed, if you're free, you can feel free to pop in, by the way, and join us. I do like 3. I'm fine with just me and Lumi, but if you want to join us, I won't complain, Fed. At least people can pretend that they got a podcast this weekend if you're here. But yeah, it's still not a great spot for Hindus right now. Even if he gets this ball down and gets a God Scatter, and it's just dice to get anything going, really, isn't it? And if you want a 9, you just lose.
Yeah, if he gets it out, though, that means the wizard was burned and didn't really accomplish much.
Well, he's still really on the back foot. If he can't score this drive because of the wizard, that's probably still a worthwhile wizard.
Right, but yeah. If this wanted to be really... Oh, actually, he just straight up dodges.
That play is so good. It's so annoying and it's so good. He's actually not going with the wrestle strip tackle. He's just going with the...
Okay, so you sidestep down, hope there's tackle zones under the ball. Or one of them catches it, potentially.
It's as much as anything, it's to try and screen the ball away from the Agi guy, right? Like,
yeah.
The hope the scatter makes it as hard as possible for the Agi guy to get near it.
If you wanted to be really aggressive, you could actually send the Gland downfield and throw it to him. And all the other elves, except for the Witch Elf, are out of position.
Who needs strip when you... Yeah, exactly right. Doesn't need strip, doesn't need wrestle, doesn't need any of that good stuff. Just needs to roll a fat power. So, yeah.
Haste the pony.
It's looking okay for Hindus, I think. It's not the best, but I'm a little bit scared by this block, but he rolls pals galore, so... If that had been pushes, I feel like that could have been significantly worse for him.
Yeah, I could have tied up the Konako. The Den Koanako.
God, these names are so hard, aren't they? Such a pain. Yeah, but, you know, if you go in with the wrestle strip tackle, the only thing that you fail on is a skull, right? Whereas with the wrestle, you need a power or both down. And then he just does Agi 5 things, because Agi 5 is filth. But there's very little way he's not getting punched in the face, right?
Yeah, I don't see a way he can avoid it.
I mean, you're fishing for powers, because the one thing... Spoonie's got a lovely team. We've talked about all his doubles and stuff, but the one problem he has is that he doesn't have very much tackle. For a Dark Elf team, he's incredibly light on tackle.
Yeah, he has a lot of doubles on his blitzers, and he picks guard, which is the right move, but that means you don't get tackle right around now.
The one tackle he's got as well is doing a great job of being pinned in by these Kislev blitzers. Yeah, there's a chain push onto the ball from here, right? With dice.
Yeah, I see it. We need to get some players in there to be able to do it, though.
Yeah, but he's got the players available, right?
Yeah.
Because you swing the guard grabber on the back, you swing the runner in above the blitzer, and then you just... It's a 3+ dodge from the bear, but you can do it. Or is the witch... Yeah, the witch has got distance, but it's 2 GFIs.
And then you'd get a straight up 2-die on the ball.
With tackle and mighty blow, yeah. That might be the best strategy. I wonder if he spotted it. I always feel like, you know, you get these, you see these chain pushes, and it seems so obvious to us because we're not in the moment, we're not in the pressure of it, and it's a lot harder to spot on the pitch, I think, and that's where the really good coaches come through. Is they're the ones who can see that even under that kind of pressure.
Yeah, it's the bear dodge is probably the part I do not like about it.
Well, you don't have to do the bear dodge. You can use the witch from downfield. Because she's only 2
True.
GFI. She can... Because she wouldn't have to take the second block.
She'll get 1 hit after 2 GFIs. That is better.
Yeah, it's almost like the second GFI prevents the frenzy from causing problems for you.
Yeah, and you'll get guard from one of the blitzers, so it will be a 2-die.
I think I like that. I think I like that more. He's not going that way. He's keeping her back. I understand the safety, though. Because if anything goes wrong, you were kind of all in on that play, right? Yeah, my only fear for the wrestle lineman was having to do the 3+ dodge from the bear. He's just fishing for a pow. And he gets it on the second Ashkin. This is... okay. Haven't used the reroll, not ideal, but, you know, he's got the ball down. And the stun is massive, and the scatter's nice too, right? Sorry, Lumi, I completely talked over you there. I do apologise.
No, it's no problem. It's just I'm having technical difficulties with the app deciding to not want to show the turns.
Fair enough. No, he's actually got a 2 dice as well onto the Blodge Firm with Mighty Blow, should he want it. And I'm assuming he wants that. Scatter is pretty good. The stun is huge. The stun is massive. Because that stops the Agi 5 Sure Hands from getting the... oh, I'm just going to pick it back up then. Player. And he can even get Vanta around there as well, so... yeah, runners are fast as well, so... I think it's a fairly even match, Slade, and that's why I was super excited to cast this. They're both very, very, very good players, and they're both very similar power level of team. Yeah, I saw that, Prees. No spoilers, please, but needless to say, it was brutal.
Yeah, so Hindus has actually done pretty well to avoid not having himself get scored on, because he got blitzed and the wizard came out, and still the ball's not securely in the hands of the Dark Elves yet.
No, but it's very, very difficult for the Kislev from here, right? This is what we would call suboptimal. But yeah, he's done well to not just have conceded a touchdown yet. No, Prees, I didn't. I was asleep during the game. I wouldn't say that, Showman, at all, because, like, the Dark Elves are definitely in a good spot now. Oh, that's a massive pow. That's a massive, even bigger kill.
Yeah.
I'd say the Dark Elves are in a great spot. It's not, like, ideally, you want to go, ooh, I've wizarded, ooh, I've got the ball, ooh, I've scored, yeah, we're done, job done. But, if I'm honest, like, you can't say they're in a bad spot right now. The Kislev are in a really troublesome issue. Hello, Donkey Dragon, how's it going, bud? Yeah, I heard Gerbe's game was good.
Yeah, what I think you might see is perhaps the wrestle, tackle, strip ball blitzing the sidestepper. Has to leap over, but he can do it.
He's got to be a bit of a hero now, this Gespritz is Glay. Glay? I think it's Glay. I'm trying to remember my German. And knowing that Bavarian and German are similar, but there's pronunciation things in there as well. And oh no. Yeah,
you can't afford to have the bare bonehead. You have so few players left on the pitch.
And it's so out of position now as well. Like, that was like the one turn you didn't want it to bonehead right now. And it's like... because you wanted to throw it in there against those blitzes, right?
Yeah, either that or you have him screen downfield if you're trying the big play. It looks like we're just going to go for the GFI.
That's not the one.
Yeah, that's not it.
Can't really. Yeah, I somewhat agree with the not re-rolling because I mean at least he's got dive and tackle all over the place, but it's not that difficult for Spoonie from here. I think, especially with the strength 4 being exactly where, you know, exactly in position to deal with that blodge guy who we've been causing problems. Donkey, I think it's all about the players making the match a fun one, and I think they're doing a great job so far.
That stun's gonna be pretty helpful because that's one of the garters.
Yeah, that's really really nice. Yeah, Prees, there's no Nurgle coach has ever won it, so if you win it, you'll be the first Nurgle coach to ever win it. That's something you should know about the playoffs.
Nurgles have been close.
Finals, a couple of times now.
Yeah, the last two.
But they've never quite had it in there to go all the way. Oh. Takes the reroll though. So he's... Yeah, it's just really bogged down here is the thing. You've got to sidestep on the ball. That's the only place that's available. So the scatter's going to decide a lot here, I think.
Oh, that's not a good scatter.
Who for?
Yeah, you'd almost not want to take that block there. He was hoping for the knockdown. That's why he took it, but...
Yeah, this is... If he can knock down the Blodge Farmer, he can actually blitz on 2 dice on the Corns, the Den Koanako, even, sorry, from Vanta, and that's a pretty easy score from there, right? He needs the knockdown with the strength 4 though, because he needs to get rid of that dive and tackle menace.
Right, you need to cancel out the assist for these 2 linemen. Well, only cancel out 1, but that's all he needs to do.
Well, he can't cancel out guard, of course.
That's true too.
Yeah, I think the block was really, really risky, Chris Lunt. I fully agree. Thanks, Luke Lizzie. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Oof.
Yeah, the removals are really spinning Spoonie's way now, right?
Yeah, that's going to make it very difficult for... The only good thing is that there's only been 1 casualty. So those KOs could come back.
It is, of course, Spoonie that has the babe, though. Bang. Another... That's just a stun. It's okay. I think he probably just puts it in now, right? You don't mess about trying to stall this. Oh dear. I mean, you can stall here.
You could.
It's always scary against Kislev, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing with it is you've got that wrestle tackle right there, and you've got the super catcher who's not stunned anymore.
Yeah, I think you just put it in. Spoonie would agree. 1-0 Spoonie board.
Kislev have 4 turns to equalize.
This is, you know what? That was a really nice drive for Spoonie, to be fair. If that was a perm, it was a clip following the only good thing is there's only 1 casualty. Yeah. Hey, oh man, the super blitzer stayed out. That is a massive result for Spoonie Bard there. And he's a man. Kislev are a man down on the pitch now as well. Yeah, I think Spoonie just wanted to put the 1-0 up and give Hindi the problem of, well, you've got 2 rerolls and 10 players. Can you score?
Yeah, I agree, Crystal Hunter. I don't think it would have been easy for Hindis to deny Spoonie from scoring there, even on turn 8, because he just didn't have that many players. He was down 3. But a lot. Well, actually, no, down 4 because he appoed the
the catcher.
Blodge catcher. Yeah.
I think the 4-turn drive, it's a really rough spot for Hindi now, and even if Hindi somehow pulls off the score, you've still got Spoonie's 1-turn threat.
You've got the 1-turn threat Spoonie's going to receive in the second half. You're going to want to get some removals here.
I'd very much like to see Spoonie focusing on trying to remove the Agi 3 catcher, and I'll tell you why. Is because at the moment, assuming the KOs come back, Hindi has exactly enough between 2 stand firm and 1 sidestepper to really make Spoonie's 1-turn a nightmare, right? So I'd really like to try and see him remove one of those players. Probably the easiest is the sidestepper, because one of them's killed, he might come back, and the bear is a bear. Yeah, he does, but that only is going to take you so far, and it's also on the player that he wants to do the 1-turn with, because it's got plus movement. So
Spoonie opting for the short kick.
how do you feel about that? Do we like the short kick, or do we?
I think it makes sense, especially since that catcher was so deep. That means if it is a really short kick, then he'd have to field on agility 3.
That makes
or
sense.
the other catcher, if he kicked to the right. If he kicked the left, he would have forced him to get agility 3 pickup. But
of course, Hindis is going into this with the prayers of some LOS removals, and the arm break was just a tease. It's still not an easy 2-turn though, because of course with kick, the Kislev couldn't stack one side and try and pressure a side. They had to set up more evenly. He's running away. That's not the direction. You've only got 4 turns. That's the wrong way. You're not a high elf. You might as well be, I suppose, when we're moving 7 and Agi 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't see this very often, but I'm pretty sure Hindis could deny a 1-turn with a deep kick. Potentially. I guess actually I would have to think about it, because he could use the pass block, but you then expose your pass block, your best agility player, when you've already burned your Apo. On turn 16, you'd probably think about that if the game was on the line, but
He's just not getting these removals running, is he?
yeah, he's just getting stuns.
That's always frustrating to see, like, when you're like, I just need a few removals and I'll be fine. And then everything's a stun and you're like, okay. I guess not.
At least it'll probably make it easier for him to be able to score this turn. I mean, this half. Not this turn, but...
You make a fair argument, Crystal Hunter, you do.
Well, there's the... He's thinking about the reroll.
Well, yeah, because if you Spoonie, you take the both. You don't wrestle this, right? And you turn over. Yeah. That was the right choice. I agree. Because that leaves several of the Kislev players completely immobile on the flank. Unmobile. I was about to say unmobile. I don't know. I've lost the ability to talk, Lumi. I need you to cover me. My words, they're not working.
Yeah, the Dark Elves can get around back. So, and with the Agi 5 catcher, he's doing the sort of drop back. Likely going to try to throw it, unless... He doesn't really have down... He doesn't really need to move... Doesn't have a downfield threat, so he doesn't really need to throw it, but... If he's getting it to the minus Agi catcher, he'd probably throw it just to get the double 2+ rather than a 3+ catch.
That makes sense. See, this is why I like having you on, because when I can't talk, you'll still come up with the magic, and it's fine.
Yeah. And if they get down the Plifabua, actually could get the surf. I think Spoonie, yeah, he was I think what he was gonna do is he's gonna push him down. He could have potentially gotten the surf.
I just want you to say the Plifabua again, because that was a hell of a name. Hey, Agro, how's it going, buddy?
Okay, plus Agi Witch is a threat. That means she's going to either be blitzed down, hopefully armor broken, or the ball needs to go downfield.
Yeah, the pressure in the ball's smart. It's really kind of controlling what Hindus can and can't get away with, and it seems like he can't get away with a lot this game, to be honest.
Yeah, these blodge steppers are just being a pain in the ass for Hindus here.
Yeah, Spoonie's playing really on point, I think. He's done, I think, exactly what has been needed of him at every opportunity. And I loved the aggression early. So what do we do if we're Hindus now? What's the this is my magic button that's going to win
If
this
he
one?
wants to get into scoring position and score next turn, you could give it to the minus Agi catcher. And if he can blitz down Vanta, then you've got a pretty decent you can get a decent convoy. Though I don't think you'd want to score next turn. You want to wait at least one more turn.
I think a lot of the bolt, which wasn't decent, was helped by the fact, you know, it wasn't decent because of, like, the scatter was a bit weird, and I think the bolt was good. I like the bolt. And I'm standing by it.
It really helped that Spoonie got a lot of removals immediately following the bolt and from the bolt. So that allowed him to keep up the pressure. But if he didn't get those removals, then maybe Hindus could have recovered and get the ball to safety.
But again, he's asking for a lot of knocked out. There's very few that aren't already blodge or blodge step on this Dark Elf team that are being used. And he's going for the one that isn't blodge step, but he still doesn't get him down. Jesus.
Yeah, that's not a knockdown. He's probably going to push him left then and then run through the gap.
Does he push or does he reroll? He pushes. So I'm surprised we didn't maybe see a reroll there. I feel like with him up, it's just too dangerous to the...
Yeah, Wenslinger's going to screen, and then Duglan is just going to be essentially in the open.
But I mean, that's just... I suppose, yeah, dive and tackle. Dive and tackle's such a good skill. I was looking at it going, it's only a 3+, and I went, nah, it's dive and tackle.
He handed off. Why didn't he pass? Actually, no, he still got the +1. Wait, is that how?
No, it's a 3+. It's a 3+ catch. Diving catch doesn't work.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So that was a mistake. He should have passed.
Yeah, he should have passed because it's a 3+ is a 33% chance to fail. A double 2+ is only a 30%. It's a minor difference, but
it's the minor differences that make the game at the end, isn't it? Right? Do we just YOLO the dive and tackle? Because there is no tackle on him, so he gets a reroll. Oh, hang on.
Well, the witch is marked.
This is what I like about when I watch Hindus play. Is he uses the dive and tackle very, very aggressively, and it's really good to see, I think.
Yeah, if you don't use the skill, then it's just bloat.
It's definitely a fake skill if you never use it. Yeah, I don't think he's overly worried on his 105 out of 176 SPP player that the 1 SPP.
Yeah, if you're Spoony, I think what you're looking to do is not necessarily get a hit on ball here, but force the score next turn so that you get 2 turns to score in the remainder of the half.
Do you just look to take your blocks? Because there's a lot of marked up stuff. So maybe you just punch stuff. Right?
Yeah, punch some stuff, get at least some threat downfield to prevent a stall for another turn, and then you're probably good. If you wanted to go for the ball, then I think the best bet would actually be to dodge with Jet and then pray that diving tackle procs, and then you roll a 5 or 6 on the re-roll, and then you get a free lane to just blitz the ball.
Potentially, as chat have just said, you can just chin the blitzer with the strength 4. It's only a 1 dice, of course, but you could dodge Vanta on the back to make it a 2 dice.
Yeah, you could go around the back too. That probably would be safer.
He's taking the easy blocks first.
4+, but yeah, it's not a 5+. That likely would, if you get an armor break and a knockdown there, it wouldn't be difficult for Hindus to recover, but it would be difficult for him to get a scorer in position.
Of course, you're then back to fishing. You don't really want to have to use a reroll if you're Hindus at the moment, do you? Because you really want to hold that reroll for the 1 turn.
You mean Spoony, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Words. I told you, man, this is why you're here, so I sound intelligent. Or, I think it's going the other way. I sound less intelligent because you sound intelligent. There we go, guys. Larkstar is quoting the rulebook at us. There you go. He brings down the dive and tackle player, so he has got.
Yeah, we're not going for the ball.
Well, he could. He can. He's got the runner.
Oh yeah, he can do the runner.
He can even
no tackle.
Can he make it a 3 dice?
Need 2 assists.
No, he can get the guard in there, but he
don't know
can't get
he
the
can.
second assist.
Unless he dodges the witch in on a 3+, and then you need to do maybe.
Yeah, because you could dodge.
Because then the wrestler can't get there. Yeah, you're. I guess you have Vanta.
Vanta could just block, right? If Vanta could 1 dice and anything other than a skull, he opens a lane. Doesn't get it. Is he going to reroll?
I don't think you do, because you save it for the potential 2 turn. I don't think Hindus is going to chance this, because all of his players are marked. It'd require a lot of dice to free all of them to potentially protect him and then get another stall. So I think you hold on to it and save it for the 2 turn.
I think we might see Vanta dodge out and try and go below, wrap around to below Deglan, just to try and make him have to do a couple of 2+s rather than just a single 2+. Or maybe not. Maybe we just punch this guy. I'm fine with that too.
I can grab him and push him away. Make it even harder for him to get players to stall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just going to see Hindus dodge to score.
That's really his only choice right now. I'm enjoying this game. This is well played. This is a very interesting game, especially because there's been a couple of removals, but there's not been enough that it's like, oh, one side's just going to win because there's no players, right? They're having to really deal with basically full teams on both sides.
The pass block is actually going to become very important for the next 2 turns. If Hindus is able to score here and the Delves are forced to do a 2-turn score drill.
There you go. Thingy in chat, Dreamfire in chat gets it. It made the stream sound intelligent, and that was the goal all along. Do we like taking... I know it's a 3 dice, but do we like taking a 3 dice with a bear when... You know, triple skulls sucked, but it could happen.
Yeah, going for a hit on the witch, just getting your hits. And now we're just gonna dodge. I guess you could dodge or leap, it doesn't matter. Add G3.
But yeah, you probably dodge, right? Because you get the automatic reroll with it. Well, you got 2 rerolls, 2 turns. Yeah.
I guess there could be a riot, and you could potentially need that extra reroll.
You know, if you're gonna do a 3+ either way, you might as well do the one with a baked-in reroll, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And the dwarves taking the pitch, beating in their drums. Oh wow, that's big. We really are sat in a world where there's essentially 0 removals, other than an apple's been burnt.
Yeah, all the KOs are back.
I like when the 2 teams that are as evenly matched as this. I like it because it really allows you to see what the players are capable of, right?
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see how he positions this pass block catcher.
The Dark Elves have the upper hand, but like I say, it's not about that. The comment I'm making is that it's just interesting to see 2 teams that are so evenly matched not getting the removal self, so that we are... Like, the teams themselves, with their skills and their abilities and their development, are roughly about the same. The Dark Elves are a touch behind, technically, because of TV. But that's just because, I mean, of the massive amount of bloat that Kislev bring along with him, right?
I'm a little surprised here he's not completely covering the wides. That's just going to allow elves to get into scoring position without even having to roll any dice.
I think he's just trying to cover everything, right?
And I think he's trying to protect the middle. 'Cause that's what this formation's positioned to do.
Yeah, just cover the midline and hopefully push the Dark Elves towards the sides. No, the Dark... Yeah, Dark Elves. God, I'm having one of those days, man.
There is one disadvantage with this formation as it currently stands, and it's that the kicker is on the wide. And I'm pretty sure you're going to want to kick deep here.
Apologies for that, guys. Yeah, hang on. Why is the kicker on the wide? You get that. You need to get that.
It's because he has sidestep. He has a firm and a sidestep. He wants to draw the blitz there, and then if he doesn't get the down, the sidestep can then block the path. I think that's what I think Hindus is thinking, but then you don't get that advantage from kick.
Yeah, I don't like not getting the kick here. When it's so very, required for Spoony to have to do a lot in 2 turns, being unable to control where the ball's going to be makes life a lot less pleasant, like a lot more pleasant for Spoony, I think.
Yeah, if there is a deep kick, then the pass block becomes much more important because it's going to be more likely of a chance that there's going to be some sort of longer pass required.
Chat are really coming up with the facts. Well, the tackles are both... Basically, if you're the Dark Elves, you don't go to the right side, yeah? Because you've got the Super Blitzer, you've got 2 tackle over there. You want to... I know pushing through the bear is a bit of a pain, but you've got Strength 4, so...
You've got the pass block on the left side, but the pass block can go any direction.
True. But you want to stay away from the tackle, is more the argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blitzes are fast, but if you're up, like, sideline caging or something, you don't really want to sideline cage against Kislev, of course, but, near the sideline. You're caging near the sidelines, that guy is pretty much useless.
Right. Though, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be blitzing the bear. You're just going to have maybe 1 player or 2 run around that side.
Just punch it with the Strength 4, it'll be fine.
You need 2 assists, and then if you don't get an armor break, the bear will just stand up. And you've got tail. You got chain on those 2 players, at least.
I think he's relying on the fear of bear punching, but I just punch the bear, man. That's my idea. It's not a great idea. Gloomy doesn't like it. Prepare for a lot of that this cast. I just want to see a man smack a bear. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, so we're probably going to get potentially up to 5, or maybe even 6 scoring threats. You see all of his fast players are over on the left side. He has the runner, 3 of the blitzers, and both witch elves. The issue is just going to be getting around that bear.
Chat aren't overly happy with the setup either. So, chat are not happy with a lot during playoffs. I've learned that too.
Oh, another blitz.
Because of course. Why
you
not?
You can get diving tackle on the ball. That not on the ball, but adjacent to it.
What is it they say? Turnabout's fair player?
And then hope maybe that the ball scatters within diving tackle lodge firm.
Oh, okay. It's all got a bit.
If you could get it under it, that would have been amazing. But unfortunately, Hindis set up 1 square too far back for this. Yeah, this might be able to deny the score here, because now the bear can get up into these blitzers. You could just block them off.
Like I said, we've seen a blitz from both sides, so...
Oh yeah, you could also use diving catch. You are right, Simon. That might be the right approach.
Yeah, potentially it's not just a case of denying a score, it's a case of...
Could get a score out of it. Yeah, the tackle for Spoonie is really far away. It's not in range. The wrestle would be his best shot. You
probably just go all in with the catcher, right? Just sprint down the pitch, jump over the Dark Elves, and put your Agi 5 in the middle of this Dark Elf team. It's a bit risky, but that if you can get him forward enough, like, it makes it a nightmare for the Dark Elves, because you've got that pass block.
Yeah, you could screen him off, yeah.
You've got that pass block Agi 5.
Yeah, you could put the pass block Agi 5 next to all of these other players, and then basically inhibit a throw. Oh, that's not good, though. He opts to move the blitzer first.
Hang on, can we just talk about how good it was that he didn't use the Beckner reroll rather than using his team reroll last time? So he's got the 2 rerolls. He knew there was going to be a blitz. Super smart play.
I think Hindis might be tunnel visioning a little bit. He probably should have moved these other 2 players first, unless he's planning to roll dice with them as well.
I reckon there's going to be dice coming out of the Agi 5. I reckon. There we go.
Okay, I think that's probably enough dice for the Agi 5. Maybe we see a leap from Dirding Quantico.
Told you it was a good game, didn't I, guys?
You'd like to get on the Witch Elf, the plus movement Witch Elf. I think that's what he's trying to do here. Oh no, we're actually gonna go on the wrestle lineman instead. And diving catch works. Now, I think Hindis could have been a little bit more aggressive here.
How could he have been more aggressive?
I think, well, no, like, with his blitzer here, he's blocking the lino, but what I think was going to happen is Sable is just going to try to surf this catcher here.
Yeah, it's a freebie, right? Hang on. Yeah, no, you do.
You've got jugs, so if you get the surf, and then likely the scatter is not going to be awful for you.
I think you've got to surf just because. What is that? The only other scoring threat's an Agi 3, right?
You have the Blitzer.
Yeah, that's the only other scoring threat.
The only other scoring threats are Agi 3, yes.
So, I think you've got to go for the.
The only issue is the guard will make it a 1-die into a 1-die. You have Jug, so you'll just opt to push. Okay, he's putting guard there. The only problem is if the ball is deep into the left, he's in trouble.
Is he more in trouble?
The knockdown. You take the bolt down and use Jugs.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes, that's the right move. And he gets the surf. Hopefully he's going to get a scatter towards the left and shallow side of his end. He can make that work. The only issue is the pass block.
Pass block.
He can't just throw it. He can't just throw it. Otherwise, then it's a...
No. The witch... Can the witch... No, the witch can stop it, right? No, there's no way he can stop that pass. The only choice he has, I think, is dodging pitch up and looking for a 2-dice and hopefully finding a pow. Because he has got a 2-dice from Dingy if he brings pitch in as an assist.
Yeah, if you can knock him down, that would be... Then you could throw it and then be free towards the left side. Otherwise, then you just have to hold it in your end and hope you don't give up another score.
Holding it's just so risky, though, because it is just... It is an Agi 3 guy, but 3+ is on. Like, impossible. He doesn't have to, but it's risky. He kind of... The reason we're talking about passing is he kind of wants to punish the heavy commit from the Kislev, right?
Yeah, and that's where the pass block is preventing that. If the pass block wasn't there, I'm sure Spoonie would be thinking I could then pick up with the Witch Elf or potentially the dodge line and throw it to either this Blitzer or this.
And also, I think what chat are forgetting is that if he doesn't throw it, everyone's going, "Oh, just throw it next turn." The problem with just throw it next turn is that the pass blocker will be in a different position to be a problem for the pass next turn. The pass blocker is always going to be a problem until the pass block is dead.
You could just punt it. You could, if you could get out of... If you could throw it in a direction where the pass blocker can't intercept it. Where would you punt it? I guess you could punt it down and far to the left. And then hope that it bounces near the end zone. Because if it doesn't,
he can't punt because he's picked it up. He hasn't got a scoring threat.
Yeah. He's not going to score.
He has to get a player up the pitch, like, now.
Punting back left works. Yes, it does, T-Self, but you're kind of at the mercy of where it bounces at that point. Because this catcher has good range, and it's Agi 5, so it could easily throw. It could easily go and recover and throw it. If you don't get it in the 2 squares that you need it. Because you don't want to throw it and then have it go off.
Yeah, he's just leaning on the fact that he's got blodge, because the only player that can score is the only player with tackle that can reach this player. And he likely can't sack her and score with that player, depending on the scatter, of course.
Yeah, what I think you probably think is you see the wrestler maybe leap out and go for the sack. The only issue is how do you get the 2-die?
No, he's got a scoring threat.
You've got the guard catcher. He's got the guard catcher. He's got the scoring threat now. That should at least give some caution to Hindus and do not go all out. Because if there was no scoring threat, then you just see...
I think he's going to go all out.
You just see Hindus go for the ball.
It's Hindus.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go all out.
Okay.
I reckon the play is you just leap with the Schnellenbuckle down below to the corner of the witch, punch her, and then run in the end zone. He's probably the play.
Right? He's going to sidestep up, though. How would you go back to get the ball? You need to hook
No, you don't go back to get the ball. You use your Agi 5 to get the ball, wherever it ends up.
Oh, and then you throw it to him. Yeah, that makes sense. So then what you do is you want to get the 2-die, so maybe you leap into Glon to get the guard in and prevent the sidestep up.
Yeah, I like that a lot. No, that's why
That
he's got to remember that leap costs him 2 squares as well. So he can't just like leap like 1 square diagonally next to the witch or something. He has to go the full distance to like one of the 2 squares below the witch he can reach, because he needs to use both of those squares of movement to keep going forwards, I think.
Okay, there's a potential chain push there. Not great right now because it's just a 1 die.
Still not got the... Doesn't give him the range, though.
Alright, we see the guard come in. I assume the guard's going to leap in. It does. And then...
Leapy Russian men doing leapy Russian things. You can leap 1 square, but leap always costs 2 move. No matter whether you go 1 square or 2. Oh!
Oh, he needs to reroll that.
Absolutely need to reroll that. Oh, no!
It. So then you just follow.
Yeah, he's got to keep the diving tackle on it, right?
Yeah, the catcher has sidestep, so you're not going to be able to chain push it away. Just mark up the potential handoff threat. And I guess you could have your pass block. Do you bring him upfield? I think you probably bring him upfield to where there could be a potential score.
You have him loiter near the Dark Elf, right?
Yeah.
So that wherever the Dark Elf runs to, there's a pass blocker near him. Yeah, maybe not quite that near, but near enough.
Yeah, I think... Because the pass block only allows him to move 3 squares. I don't think that's going to work out.
But it's 3 squares to either base the catcher, the passer, or to get into an intercept position. I don't know if there's anywhere that...
Well, he could just run into the end zone, and then he could just throw it from the very, very corner.
Yeah, no, he probably can. If he runs him right out to the side, like to where the W is on the touchdown, he can actually avoid and then passes it. It's a long-ass pass, but you can...
Yeah, because you don't want to be necessarily that close, because then he could then mark you.
Yeah, you come up right to the side, right near the sidelines. Yeah.
He passes and then hands off.
Who?
Kerbear, I don't know
Where?
who would do the handoff though.
It's too bad. I love that we're actually in a playoff match debating the how to avoid getting ruined by pass block.
It's not re-rollable, T-Self. That catcher doesn't have catch.
I think that's his legend
has
skill, dude.
diving catch.
Oh!
Oh, that is a big casualty.
Oh.
Minus move.
Ouch. Yeah, that's rough. Pass block. It's really bad until it's really, really good. I don't think that's an F. I think you keep him. He's too good. He's got jump up. It's fine. But it sucks for Hindus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used the
Apple
app on
was
a catcher earlier, so... 10, 10, 5. There was a lot of high numbers there, yeah. Pass block is like a shadowing North lineman. Well, hang on, what's he...
There you could do the handoff pass play. You could hand it off to... You could pass it to Dingy and then hand it off in a tackle zone to Onyx. Probably a decent play.
Mm. With a reroll, I'd be a bit more confident. With no rerolls, I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah, the pass block's too far.
Pass block that, idiot. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you come up and hand it off, don't you?
Yeah, you need to hope that
3+3+ with a reroll on the second 3+.
yeah, just not 1 and 9 the dodge away.
Nice work from Spoonie. Like that play a lot. Nice.
Yeah, well played.
Take that, Bavarian scum! Luke. Oh. I'm enjoying this game a lot. This is a really close game.
And now Hindus is in a bind. He needs to steal the ball somehow and likely play for overtime.
It is still 11 on 11 on the pitch, but he's missing one of his best players. Yeah, Doof, as soon as I saw this, like, Spoonie and Hindus mentioned this game was coming, I was like, I'm on that. I'm all over that, because this is this is always going to be a great game. Nice pass block, idiot. But you know what? I love that we got ourselves in a world where we had to figure out how to avoid pass block, right? I don't think that's ever happened in a... Has it ever happened in a REBBL playoffs that I can remember? That pass block is...
I have seen a REBBL playoff match where pass block was used effectively, but it was on an orc lineman.
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't the a playoff, it was a pre-playoff friendly, right? Was it not the friendly between...
You might be right. You might be right.
It was
Maybe that
humans
that
versus orcs, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. I remember casting the game. I think I was casting it with cheese.
It was Agren's Olive Garden, I think, and he had the dirty player, and it had leveled up and rolled a skill, and he was like, I'll fire it in a minute, so I'll give it pass block to remind me to fire it, and then he forgot to fire it anyway, and then he pass blocked by running into the human catcher on the line who was getting the ball, who failed the dodge and died, right?
Yeah, maybe something like that.
There was actually someone else who wanted to cast it, but Metal threatened with a ban. That's not true. I didn't even know if I was casting it until 10 minutes before it went live. I'm assuming Eldril's probably turned up at some point and went, ooh, I've got pass block. But that's just harder to track because there's been a lot of what else down the line.
Yeah, so we see Hindus here going with an aggressive defensive setup. Trying to be in a position to maybe take advantage of another blitz. Or some failures from the Dark Elves in fielding the ball or blocking.
I've never threatened to ban someone, James. If I'm going to ban someone, I just ban them. Flippin'... Anything else is just foreplay, mate.
At least this time the kicker is not on the wide, so we might see... Probably going to see a short kick towards the left side.
Yeah, that's probably true. We saw Skink get Apod the other day, actually, and it didn't work. He got Apod dead into dead.
That was a Blodge Sure Hands Skink, right?
That was Haring's odd self. Yeah, I think it was, Lumi. I couldn't remember what it had, but I remember it got Apod.
It was like Blodge, Sure Hands, Sure Feet, and maybe Sidestep.
Apple tested, Gerber approved. Yeah, you know what? I've never heard anyone complain about being banned. Donkey. Mostly because I stopped listening after I banned them.
Yep, so we see an attempt to kick it short and left.
That's really short. Oh
And
my
there's
god!
the blitz.
What is going
All
on?
according to plan.
But the thing is, the Agi5 is now perfectly placed for it. He's
Yeah,
remembered
that's why
to.
he kicked there. Yeah.
He's gone so much more aggressively. What is going on?
I guess the trick here is how do I get the Agi5 to be protected under the ball?
Yeah.
You've got potentially 2 blitzers that can get over there. Maybe the bear can start trying to route around or mark some guys.
Yeah, the bear can wrap around the back, can't he? And that'd be a problem.
I think you might be seeing a fair number of leaps. It's just unfortunate that we're in the second half and Hindis is likely playing for overtime. So,
Crystal
those
Hunter,
are gonna
you've
be-
missed a lot.
Oh, he's actually going to use diving catch here to field it, I think. Because now he's going to hide behind the Trommler.
Oh wow! Use the diving catch to pull the ball back into like cover and safety. That's clever.
I think that's what he's planning here.
I like that. If that's the plan, I like that a lot.
The question here is, can he get his other blitzer to complete some sort of screen? And it doesn't look like it.
He keeps the.
He could do a down and left and get it sort of like in the corner and then have DeTromler sort of like blocking a little bit. Let's see. Yeah.
Yep, I like it. That's exactly how diving catch works. Yeah. Player adds +1 to catch roll for an accurate pass. In addition, the player catch any pass, kickoff, or crowd throw-in that would land in an empty square in one of his tackle zones, as if it landed in his own square without leaving his current square. And because when it says land, because it lands, then it bounces once. So it lands there. He gets a 2+ attempt to dive and catch it and pull it away from the scatter. So that's beautiful. That's really smart. Oh man, I am so enjoying this game, Lumi.
Yeah, both have been playing pretty well. It's just unfortunate that Hindis is getting some opportunities, but the removal dice have just not been on his side at all.
Do you maybe sacrifice the Glan and just kind of throw him over the line?
I think you leap with the.
Oh, don't do that. I understand. Do you reroll this?
This is a tough one because if you. Yeah, I think he's. I believe that he's thinking that, and he's probably right. If the Dark Elves recover this and score again, it'd be very, 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 very hard for him to just claw his way back from this. So
yeah, you're not going to get another blitz, right?
Right. Yeah, DeGlan probably needs to try to block off Jet.
Yeah, if he fails, he can't because he can't fail a bouncing ball. He can't catch a bouncing ball, unfortunately. There you go, dive and catch. Beautiful.
Catcher just needs to be remaining standing, but he's gonna get 2-died with tackle here.
Because when he fails the first catch, it stops being a kickoff, which he can catch, and becomes a bouncing ball, which he can't catch with diving catch.
Could even get a 3-die if he moves the guard down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not you. You'd have to do a GF. Well, actually, yeah, you need because that's minus. Yeah, you can move the guard here. Now he's got a 3-die on ball with tackle.
Thing is, like the sack directions, the ball bounce direction's always going to be bad for him, right? Unless it comes into this one Dark Elf and then like they play the hot potato.
Yeah, he needs to hope it bounces towards the left.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's okay. He's just stunned.
Ah, and he.
Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
I don't think Andy's gonna be able to knock him down. Where the strip
He doesn't
baller
need to
is
knock him down.
in
Strip
the
balls.
vicinity.
Yeah, he's in play.
Yeah, he's in the vicinity. He's likely gonna need it. Though we might see the strip baller take a hit here because he's got the guard blitzer.
Yeah, he has
He
to
just
punch
blocked
that.
2
Right?
die with the lino. Yeah, he needs to knock him down.
It's go bad. It's bad good.
Yeah, you can't afford to dodge away. I mean, you can try to dodge away from the diving tackle, but if you fail that, then you'd likely just give up a score to Hindus. So just leave it there.
It's cool. it's interesting, guys. It's continuing the idea that the game is just really interesting. I'm really enjoying this match.
Oh, and a snake. Could we see Hindus potentially get a score out of this?
Did he? That's exactly what he needed, right?
Yeah. The only issue is that the plus agi got stunned. If he didn't, then I think it would be relatively easy.
Yeah, if he's going for a score, he's got to use that catcher that just tripped the witch up, right? 'Cause that's the only one in scoring range. Oh, there is
or the
trauma.
blitzer, yeah. But you're right. Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to rely on that guy. He's surrounded by dark elves.
I mean, he could just leap out.
Hello. Did you just go with the? Yeah, he's just blocked with his stripper.
What? Why? Why?
Surely that was the what?
That was the. Okay.
Is he just gonna go with the bear?
Just bear blitz. Yeah, I don't think he realized that. I think Hindus may have made a mistake here. He's gonna realize it.
That was his only good sacker, right?
Yeah, the other ones don't have tackle. And the bear is the only one that can get a straight 2 die.
Just go with the bear and find a pow, it'll be fine.
Yeah, now if you kind of just have to go with the bear. Hope you roll a pow.
Yeah, it's the
Maybe
whole oops.
Maybe he misclicked and was going to try to block with the bear.
It's possible that was a misclick. Maybe he's just going to stick the bear on it and just stack up the bear and diving tackle. And...
Yeah, now the bear just has to go. Here we go. Bear blitz.
Bear.
Gets the down. Okay, we're in business still.
Bear! No, Crystal. I would say he didn't. Somehow.
5 step down.
I don't know if I like that sidestep because that's giving him.
Sidesteps up. Why would you do that? Sidestep down and hope you land in a tackle zone. Okay, now you can just pick up the ball and throw it to a catcher in scoring position.
Do you put the catcher in the end zone first, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, then you could potentially give up an intercept.
Chatter rather happy with the bear.
Unashamed bear to the rescue.
He just didn't bear that in mind, yeah,
No.
exactly.
Not the bear puns, please.
Keep the bear puns going, guys. Louis might not like it, but I love it.
I can't bear it anymore.
It's the pressure. It's unbearable. Yeah, if you fail a pass catch, you get a catch a surf. But if you pass the pass catch, you go 2-2. This isn't the podcast. This isn't okay. I tried to get Superfed on so we could pretend it was the podcast. But a polarized, yeah, doof. That's brilliant. I like that he went a completely different way and didn't use the word bear. I love it. Well done, doof.
And is really thinking. I think he's trying to see if he wants to score or if he wants to stall. I think that's the decision. He's going for the score. Makes sense.
Big players from Hindus this turn. He was all...
Okay, so far, good dice. Good dice.
It's what, 3+ now? 3+2+, and it's done?
3+, 2+. Yeah, should be pretty straightforward.
Oh, he's going for the handoff.
Oh, he's...
2-2-2.
Why would... Okay.
That's probably smarter.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! No! Oh!
Okay,
It's okay.
the ball's still...
Oh, no.
I actually think the let's see. So he did a double GFI. Actually, it's about the same. It's a little bit better that he did it this way.
Yeah, 3 2s is better than 2 3s, right?
Well, it's a 3+2+. Well, actually, yeah, it's a 3+2+ versus a double 2+, and then a 2+. Actually, no.
Yeah, Carnate says
Well,
3% better.
Yeah. Yeah, that you're right, because you're doing the double GF5. It's the double GF5 versus the 3+ pack.
This is still a horrible situation for Spoonie. It's worthy of note because he can set up a surf, maybe.
You need to place someone in the end zone, though.
Yeah, you'd have to put his runner back
In order to do it, yeah.
And then who
do you blitz with? The Witch.
The Witch could surf them both. Hilariously, if you can risk,
you need 2 players though. You need to have, if you want to do that, you'd have to have pitch dodge, do a GFI, have the runner dodge.
Oh, no, we're going for the big balls play, Lumi. That's what we're going for right now. Is the big balls play. We're going for the dodge away from the bear and diving tackle, just casually 5+ or with a reroll to do the double surf and just assert dominance over the game.
Could surf one of them though. Like he could then.
Chat don't want it.
You can go for the double 1-die on the blitzer, but then yeah. You just need to get that ball.
Yeah, but the best way to do it is the double surf. He's going to get everything. Luke's probably right. He's going to get everything perfect. He's going to do the 5+ dodge. It'll be sound. Everything will be right. And then he'll just, like, double skull the push or something. If he can knock down with...
It's only a 1-die right now.
He can make it a 2 dice by dodging out with Inky.
No, the Witch is just going to go for the mark, it looks like.
Yeah, so he's probably blitzing with the runner.
So if he blitzes with the runner, then the runner can't pick it up and throw it.
But he can pick it up and hold it, which is okay because the runner's got blodge.
Oh. Injury dice. MNG too.
Yeah, this is starting to get a bit mean. Well, I was just saying how removals hadn't decided the game, and then we get that. Oh, he's not going for it. Is that a mistake?
Well, there's only one player that can kind of get the ball, and that's the 5+ dodge from tackle tail. Diving tackle tail.
He can dodge out Inky and mark up the Trommler and then go for a 2 dice, though. Oh, you could just go for a 1 dice, and that's...
He was trying to go for the 1-die, trying to fish for it, hoping to get the diving tackle off. Not a bad move.
He's going down. The bear is the savior of this game. The bear's going to just knock him down. Some Dark Elves weren't meant to be runners. No, he always wanted to be a blitzer, but his ma said he was a bit skinny.
Can the Witch Elf make it? No. The Witch Elf is too far.
Witch Elf could have surfed that dude if you really wanted to. If you'd
2
pushed
into 1, yeah?
in a different
2 die
direction.
into 1-die.
It's completely irrelevant, and it's just a rookie lineman, so it's probably not worth it, but it would have been cool.
You get more removals, then even if Hinda scores here, he's going to be significantly undermanned.
Losing these two, that's his only mighty blow that's not on the bear as well, so he's lost 2 of his best aggression players, at least.
Granted, they haven't done much this game.
No, that's true. I reckon he's probably just going to go for the
dodge, 5+ dodge, is diving tackle, and prehensile tail. Are they fake skills?
Is the counterpoint for Hindus is you just leap onto the ball, 4+ it, and dodge out, right?
Yeah.
And just hope you can do agi things.
Spoonie preparing for the worst here. That lineman effectively doesn't do that much. Because if he wants to leap off with the Trommler, he'll just leap into the corner near the sideline.
Yeah. He'll go down diagonal, yeah.
Yep. There we go.
And... oh.
He's going to run out of time.
He got away.
Failed.
He rolled a 6 on the reroll. And then failed the pickup. Of course he failed the pickup.
Oh, no. If he fails it again... oh, no, he doesn't. We're good.
Oh. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, and actually using the diving tackle there hurt Hindis because now the blitzer can't get there as easily.
He had to use the diving tackle though, already got the first one, so it's worthy of note.
Yeah. I mean, it's the right move to use the diving tackle because at that point he still needs to roll a 5 or 6. It's a 33% chance he succeeds the reroll.
It's not the jump up, it's the fact that the leap utterly sucks for him now because he's got to leap, then dodge, thanks to the position of Inky.
Double 3+ now.
Yeah, he's doing 2 3+s, not 1. And if anything goes wrong, our hero catcher, who's poised to save the day for Hindus, is off to sign some autographs.
Yeah, if he's looking just to score this turn, but he might back off.
I can't say that. Dodge
I don't think you can.
Is a dicing. It's a 55% chance to successfully get away from that. 5+ with a reroll. Yeah. It's 55%. That's not... If that goes right, that's not a dicing. It's 55... It's... Take a coin, flip it. If you get heads, oh, you diced. No.
Here we go. Gets the failure on the leap. He's committed.
He's got to go in now. It's his only choice.
Yeah, if he fails, the catcher's getting surfed. He doesn't get the down.
Can he?
Can he follow that? Ooh,
I was thinking, couldn't he have... No. No.
You're talking like a surf?
Yeah, there was no surf, was there?
No, there really wasn't. Oh, close. Almost got the double pow.
You've got to admire the balls on the man, though, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't help him not get surfed, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's a double surf right there.
Because you just hit him, and then you don't follow, and then the witch surfs the other guy, and then, yeah, bish bash bosh.
Or you could just literally move, like, guard right next to the runner, and then just block.
Whoa, just throw it ice.
He's trying to prevent the double surf, or at least make it harder.
I think he can... You don't need to, though, because it's a strength 2, so the runner can 2 dice from here, and then the witch elf,
he can get the surf
2 dice, 2
there.
dice.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
And you're only using 2 players. You don't need to commit anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty much... I think those players are likely going off.
I don't know if I like him bringing the wrestle strip tackle guy so far back as a safety. Oh.
Yeah, he's not helpful down there. Like, who's going to be down there? Spoonie Bar doesn't need to take any risks.
Yeah, he can even surf the God Catcher as well as a bonus point.
Yeah, there's going to be much surfing to be had.
Anyone got your pen and paper ready? Because there's autographs coming.
Oh, that's not a surf. Now it is.
He's okay. Crowd are...
Double skulls would be really scary right around now.
This would be a really awful time to double skull. I think you might actually surf the Agi 5 before you surf it. He's blitzing to get the Juggernaut.
He doesn't want to take any chances.
I like that a lot.
Oh. The other blitzer goes out.
The crowd really hate... Everyone really hates these blitzers. It's just... They keep dying. I would have liked to have seen the Agi 5 surf, but after you had to re-roll the first block, I understand not doing it.
Has there ever been a triple surf in playoffs? I am not sure, but I would not be surprised.
We're reliant. Don't double skull. We're relying on not double skull in here.
No.
Didn't double.
Because he didn't need to re-roll that block. He just wanted the surf that badly.
Yeah. I think I like doing it though because it allowed him to, because he was only using those 2 players and didn't need to commit any other players there. It allowed him to build this cage and stuff with it because you didn't have to send anyone down to join the party, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
hey,
now
if there's a problem with the seeding, you speak to Haringzord, man. I'm just putting it out there. That's a Haringzord issue, not a metal issue. But I feel like if this lineman, if the Saka wasn't so far back, he'd have a shot in here at doing some damage. Damn it, when he has no. This is like the elf diamond.
So this is reminding me, was it a playoff or 2 playoffs ago that the Kislev were actually in a pretty similar situation and they needed to roll a half die double pow in order to get the score to end up winning the game?
Wasn't that actually Hindus as well?
Yes.
We caged your cage so you could cage your cage while we were caging. No. I bet he wishes he had a fireball about now.
Last year was do you mean last year or last season? 2 very different things.
Because he doesn't want to block. He doesn't want to risk the bear getting pushes, not standing firm, and then ended up in his own lines.
All right, here we go. We're gonna get a 1 die on the ball, actually.
God, it's a good skill in it.
If he gets him down, the plus agility may be able to score.
Has he got?
Where this ball
He
goes.
can he send the he can send the wrestler with GFIs, so at least he'll have wrestle on the player.
Oh, then yeah, that would be a 2 die. That's the right move then.
Yeah, 2 dice with wrestle. I've heard of caging. This is fortressing. Yeah, this is Blood Bowl Dwarf Fortress.
You gotta reroll that. Pray that you get the knockdown. The ball somehow scatters in an easily recoverable position. And no.
Yeah, that was rough.
I think the next thing you do is make sure your plus agility catcher doesn't get served here.
Yeah, move him, please. Pimp and Spoon 777, thanks for the follows, boys. I appreciate it. Hindy's definitely had the rougher side of the blocking dice for sure. But at the same time, Hindy also rolled a raw pow with his bear onto the the ball carrying Dark Elf. So, you know, there has been some good dice as well. He's just had worse injury dice.
He's gotten 2 blitzes so far this game.
Yeah, that's why I think it's easy to see. It's easy to see the couple of removed players and go, ooh, he's getting diced, right? He's getting diced, and that takes away a lot of what's actually happened, like the 2 blitzes, the fact that the bear managed to power the guy holding the ball. There's been a lot of dice both ways, and like things like that right there, where he had to go in that wrestler. The entire reason he had to go in with that wrestler was because he pulled his safety too far back and made him utterly useless for that drive, for that action. If he'd have kept the wrestle strip tackle guy, he'd have got that ball without, you know, any problem, and then he'd have had the Agi 5 potentially in a world where he could score. So it's very easy to go, oh, the dice aren't good enough, but you've got to not let the dice put you in that position. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, it's all about Blood Bowl, with randomness being such a very large factor, you just have to learn how you can try to make good things out of terrible situations.
Yeah, and not let the situations become so bad that 1 or 2 bad dice will ruin you. All Kislev blitzers are removed, yes. So the diving tackle isn't a threat anymore. They're all injured as well, actually. They're all just lying down up here. The removals...
At this point...
The armor and the injury have definitely been in Spoonie's favour, but there's been enough that's gone in Hindis's favour that I'd say, you know, it's been a fair game.
It's kept the game competitive.
For sure. Good luck, Doof. And even now, it's not over. It's just probably over.
Yeah, ultimately Hindis is going to need to keep to try diving, try to get the ball out, and then hopefully recover. But yeah, if Spoonie positions well, it should make it difficult for him to be able to get a good sack.
Just put your players in a 9-man square with the ball in the centre and go, you can't leap there, there's no holes.
Yeah, engage with guard on the corners.
No, 9 men, Louis. You don't put guard in the corners. You don't have corners.
Just prevent a hit entirely. Just do the 9-man cube.
The Roman shield wall defense. Just 9 guys in a 3x3 square and go. How do you hit the ball? You can't leap in. There's no space.
All right, so we see guard on the corners. That means at best we're gonna see maybe a 1-die from Hindis if he can leap the guard in there.
He's running out of players that can actually do it as well. Because his stripper is still too far back. And I like this position from Spoonie every time. Stay away from the stripper. Stay away from the stripper. No, you can't leap onto a filled square. I think Big O coaches call it the Bush Cube. I believe it was Bush who did that down there.
Well, that bear's going to be holding on to... Well, not holding on to players. They're just going to dodge away.
I feel like you cursed him there, Louis. He's going to hold him. No, he's not. To be fair, Prehensile Tail on its own is nice, but it's not that good against players with dodge and agi 4, right?
Yeah, it needs to be comboed.
Aldar, I'm giving you advice for married life, dude. What can I say?
Going for the witch.
Not gonna get her.
No dice.
Well, 2 dice, but they were just pushes. This is why Lumi doesn't cast for me, guys. Yeah, Aldar, probably. But then again, I'm not getting into that. That's only his second Bonehead all game. And he's been pretty good, so I think we need to let him off.
That is not the only bonehead.
I said only his second, right? He's only done twice.
Only a second? Let's see. Yeah, it might be... Oh, finally! An elf off the pitch. Took 12 turns.
This is what he needed to do. He just needed to let his catches punch things.
You are right, David. He did KO the witch on turn 1, but she did come back.
Yeah, 2 in 12 turns is exactly average, Connor. You're not wrong. But I think this is this is going to be brutally difficult for Spoonie to lose now. And I like that Spoonie's focusing on taking down the wrestle strip player. Because obviously
that's the biggest threat now.
The bear's being used basically every turn. I think it'll be interesting to go back and look at how many blocks everyone's thrown and figure out how bad it actually has been.
It started to snowball once the blitzes were gone.
But in a numbers game where one team is constantly throwing itself at the other team, there's going to be a lot of blocks taken, though, right? And that is going to cause a snowball if you do get some removals. And that's kind of like the Kislev strategy, is just keep throwing bodies at the Dark Elves and see what sticks. And unfortunately, nothing's stuck yet. Because, like I said at the beginning, Hindus is very, very aggressive. And it's always fun to watch because he is very aggressive with his dive and tackle to try and get it into places that it becomes this real problem. And we've seen it throughout the game. Spoonie's been struggling with that diving tackle. But because you're basing with it a lot, you tend to get punched a lot. Don't talk to my bot. And that's, I think, though, the one downside of the Kislev is being armor value 8 and requiring a certain amount of basing. He put the guard there to try and prevent attacks on the ball.
It's kind of difficult for... Let me see. Actually, no, we could still get... Yeah, we could see a 1-die here on the ball. Needs to leap in a guard, though. Probably the guard catcher. Then use the wrestler to blitz.
Yeah, I see that.
Just your plus agility guy is so far away from the action. And now it looks like we're going to be going for the plus movement witch. Yeah, I think maybe Hindus has decided to throw in the towel here. Maybe get a foul on the witch, try to go for some damage.
The blow is the number one downside. Yeah, that's fair. Tinder, they are an expensive team because Spoonie's got a really nice team and still managed to get a wizard. So.
Oh yep, bear foul.
Bear foul. Yeah, that's one for the viewers. Come on, Bear. You can do it, Bear. How isn't she dead? Just smashed her in the face with his giant chain. Did anyone have bear foul on bingo? Do we even have bingo? Oh, bear getting sent off from bear foul. Yeah, this is game, dude. It's not gonna last much longer now. It was barely legal. I would say it was probably illegal. It was barely effective. 6 on the arm and not the injury. What gives you that impression? That it'll last three whole more turns? That bear foul was good. I like that a lot. Hobgoblin is best foul animations. Well, they are very good. They might not be the best, but they are very good. Chaff Blocker's got a great foul animation too. I'll give you that. I think the Lumi's checked out because there's not much more to analyze now, is it? It's just the slow progression of the pitch.
Yeah, the game's kind of over at this point. Hindus would just need to have miracle dice. Half die dive, double pow, like what he did.
Does he actually want to go on any further now that he's just sent his bear off?
He's gonna be down 2 blitzers for the next game.
I'm more meant, does he want the game to go on into overtime, given that he's just lost his bear?
That's true too.
Can we not have overtime, please?
You could still potentially win in overtime if you receive with this catcher. You could just bomb it, put everyone downfield, bomb it, pray for some luck. The other catcher would come back.
He used his dice as getting the kickoff blitzers. Is there really any point to foul every turn, though? I mean, it's just being spiteful at that point, right?
Could foul out his best players. I don't know. We're just gonna use standard lino.
He's just trying to do some damage, I think. It's like make him feel better.
Could still try. I mean, could still try to get the ball out. Oh well, that didn't work.
Like I say, even if it goes to overtime, without rerolls, he's so...
Yeah, he'd be in a very tough spot.
Unfavoured, right? I'm not taking anti-fouls, I just... Yeah, the bear foul basically was him going, I'm done. We ain't going to go to overtime. Even I'm not going to...
Thrown in the towel.
See, if you're going to go after anyone, you should go after the strength 4 guy just so you can't mighty blow your best player, because he's about to. On the fat 3 dice. No, I'd absolutely take this, and I'd also probably foul it if it doesn't die. Because he's fouling.
No, he's safe.
Safe! But yeah, that would have been my call too. Would have been like, oh, so you want to go after my plus movement? Well, I'll go after your plus agi. How do you like that? And that's why I think if I was in Hindis' shoes, knowing the game was done, I probably wouldn't have continued to foul. Because... yeah, you might hurt Spoonie's chances a little bit down the line, but your players, on average, you've got some, on average, better players than he's got.
True. I think Hindis, in the past, has gone... I've spoken with him. I think he's been thinking about re-rolling.
Yeah? Oh, we're gonna see a pass into handoff back for a touchdown to get this level here. I like this a lot.
Just be better if he did that upfield, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I've really liked the way Spoonie's played this. He's played it smart. I like it every turn. And I do like identifying the player that can level, and it's such a good player as well. Like getting an extra skill on this player is going to be massive.
He's gonna get blodge. Probably.
Probably rolling the double, right?
Another double. You can get him like Juggernaut, and then it doesn't even matter if it's stand form or sidestep.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Granted, he already has a Juggernaut Witch.
Hmm. Crusader's just started up on the next game, so we'll be hosting Crusader in a moment. Ladies and gents, this one is about done. Yeah, I think I might have fouled it too. Just because he's been fouling the witch, I don't know. Spoonie show mercy. To be fair, Spoonie does have an apple and Hindus doesn't, so... I've really thoroughly enjoyed this game. It was so close for so long. Somewhat glad it didn't hit overtime because I'm absolutely starving and I need to go eat some food.
Yeah, the blitzes and all that other stuff have made the length of the game take a little bit long, but
been pretty enjoyable.
To be fair, though, I mean, a lot of the times when the clock has gone long, it's gone long because there's been some...
Oh, just a bad layer.
I've said this before, right? It's all about the run-up. And he took the maximum run-up.
Yeah, he got it.
It's all about the impetus going into the block, right? Momentum. Where's he off? Oh my god, he's just going after the ball.
You can't blitz the ball from here, though.
Can he not? No.
No, it's one square too far.
Alright. I feel like that's just a really good way to get him 3-diced from the killer.
Incoming Royal Skulls.
Ooh, that would be bad. You still win, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't get your level up.
Well, I mean, Hindus could potentially make overtime if that were to happen.
Don't put that evil on us, Lumi. Don't put that evil on us. I really want to go eat.
The other issue is if he doesn't get him down, is he still going to try to do the handoff?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Just fill in the gaps first, right? Can you fill in all the gaps? Yeah, you can send the finger on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's a GFI. You don't want to do that. Is it going to kicks? It's not going to kicks, boys. It better not be going to kicks. I'm fucking hungry. I'm really hungry, guys.
You are right, David. He can't blitz and pass it.
Hmm.
So if he were to Royal Skull it, then yeah, it probably would be game over. But if he were to fail the handoff and not knock down this guy, then have a chance.
He hasn't gone with the... What?
Yeah, I don't... Who's he blitzing it with? Maybe the grabber? Just so he can push him away?
I don't understand.
He's doing... though he could have filled all the spaces. I think. Yeah, he's going blitz with the grabber so he can't sidestep back onto the ball.
That makes sense. And then push him below.
That does mean you have to hand off in the end zone.
That's okay. I mean, it's... yeah, the god...
It's okay.
Out! Out! Down the pitch, down the pitch, down the pitch. Oh no! It's 2-2!
Yeah.
Oh, don't do this to us.
Very bad time to snake this.
Don't 1 in 36. It's not like we haven't seen a 1 in 36 on it hit into the end zone otherwise, right? We haven't seen that this game at all. We're not going to see it here. What a game. That might have been the best game I've seen this playoff so far.
Yeah, we've had some pretty one-sided playoff matches.
Yeah, teams just gone boom, right?
Man, they just destroy each other.
Has to be said, the Kaz coming in at the end, like just to balance up the numbers. Oh, it's not done yet. There's blocks. Forgot about those. You get to kick guys, don't riot, please. I want to eat.
A riot.
No, I've seen a lot of them, can't I? To be fair, I've seen a lot of them. I haven't seen any today because I spent the entire day asleep. But
If there is a riot, I think you send both catchers downfield and just have a thrower, or just a regular lino chuck it. Though I guess if there was a riot, he'd need to one turn. That's not happening. Maybe with a quick snap it could happen, but then you wouldn't be able to win.
riot 1 turn. No, stop. Yeah, this has definitely been the most tense game I think I've seen. A lot of the games I saw early on was just a lot of like bash mirrors where players just stood next to each other a lot and tried to stop each other from moving. And there's been a ton of like Chaos Dwarf versus Lisbon games.
Good time to see the balance out here.
Yeah, 3 cards on the line, right? That's how this goes. Level the dice. I didn't get to see that one actually. I completely missed it. Don't know, James. Sorry. Is this guy gonna level if he gets a pass? Yeah, he is. Alright. Let's go for the pass. So he can take something away from the game.
Yeah, go for the pass and then foul.
Yeah, but it was very, very early this morning, Space Lion. Very early. And that's no good. He nails it. So he gets to take something away with him.
Yeah, I assume they're just exchanging pleasantries
Before he
before the
exchanges
full run-up foul.
Exchanges pleasantries before he kicks his kicker in the head. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna leap and then foul, and he fails.
Oh, marvelous.
Imagine that run-up. It'd just be immediately dead.
Yeah, that would just be dead. Where are we at here? Dice rolls. 24 to... okay, slightly higher on the... I mean, technically, there's a ton less 1s and 6s, but obviously it's injuries and stuff, so you can't really go for that. 86% going for it, 85% boneheads, you know, it's these numbers are pretty good. 64%
They both
leaps.
got the same number of blocks succeeded, so it was pretty even in terms of hits back and forth.
Okay, yeah, there was a slight cant towards POWs from the Delves and Skulls from Hindus, but it, you know, it wasn't like... It wasn't that bad, I would say.
Just the injury dice, yeah.
Yeah, just the injury dice made a slightly bigger difference. But honestly, it was 2-3 at the end of the game, so it's not that bad. Of course, the strip, yeah, Corno, so well pointed out. The strip ball player who went too far back in the art of being a safety.
Gets the MVP.
Probably Spoonie's MVP, really. What a game! Thank you so very much, Lumi, for joining me there, dude. That was super enjoyable.
Yeah, it was fun.
And thank you everyone in chat who's hung out, chatted nonsense. Thank you very much to Dranar at the very, very top of the show, who gave the sub. That was awesome. We're going to host some Unholy Crusader right now, because he's about to start with the Doof versus ZZ game. So, you'll see me when you see me. I don't know. I haven't picked up any more games at the moment, because everything's a bit up in the air. I think I'm going to be on the Sace game tomorrow with Haringzord, is the only confirmation. I can't tell you beyond that. Lumi, you going to be back for any more? Are you going to try and get in for some?
Another cast? Maybe. I don't know if later today, but maybe tomorrow or sometime in the future.
It'd be cool. We'd like to see that, because I do enjoy having you about. But everyone else, thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations to Spoonie. Commiserations to Hindus. You all stay classy now, folks.